All right. Greetings. Welcome back to Blackburn News, where everything is connected. We're having a little bit of coffee and climate change chat. That's 4 C's. Coffee and climate change chat. Thanks for joining me for the 4 C's. And welcome. Good to see you all here. Thank you for hanging out. A few of you purchased pre-order for my new record. Thank you to the people that did. I appreciate you. And now that the record is out, I'm probably going to have to change that. I'm going to change my intro music because that's the first single to the record. Well, maybe I'll just keep it going for a little while. I don't know. But eventually I'm going to have to change it. Because eventually it will be on Spotify, and then I will get hit with copyright strikes for my own music. And that's annoying. But welcome. We're live on Rockfin. What's up, Rockfin people? How you doing? We're live on Callin people. How you doing? Welcome. Good to see you. We're live on YouTube. What's up? How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, we get an extra 18 minutes. What you talking about? No, I will go a little bit later. I'll go a little bit more. I started a couple minutes late today. Also, another public service announcement. I think I'm going to move the time of the show. I know we've been riding noon Pacific time for a really long time. Oh, it's your birthday today, Poppy? Really? Is that true? Yeah, I'm gonna have to move my show from the 12 o'clock hour, I think, because I now have something happening in my day. All right, happy birthday! Nice. Nice. Welcome to, well, you've been in Club 50 for a while, right? I'm in Club 50. Yeah, I have something going on kind of in the middle of my day now, or from the early part to the mid part of my day. So I don't know. I'm going to think about it, guys. Hopefully I'll do some thinking tonight and tomorrow morning, and I will have a better time for myself and hopefully everyone. I don't know. Everybody's all over the world, so it's hard to, I just have to do the shows and hopefully people show up. But when people are used to the show happening at a particular time, then I understand how difficult it is to move the time because people are expecting me to be there at noon Pacific. So right now I'll tell you that it will most likely be maybe 2 or 3 p.m. Pacific time. So we'll probably start a couple hours later. That's my initial contemplation of it is that my only other, and this probably won't work either, is to either do it really early in the morning or really late at night. And neither one of those sounds good to me. So I'm thinking around 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I will let you guys know tomorrow what will be the new time. There was going to be a new time for the show that we will try and stick to. If I had my druthers, I would do it earlier, but I get up at like 6 in the morning generally to start, and I'm working on other things, right at like 6, from 6 until I do the show. And I'm getting the show together as I'm doing these other things in the morning. We'll see what works out. Another option is I put the show together at night and then just do the show like super early in the morning. But I already have the show like lined up so that I don't have to think about it in the morning. I could just, pop out here and do it. We'll see. All right. Enough of that. Woo, yeah. Diesel fuel going up, gasoline going up. I've noticed that too. What was Janet Yellen saying about the inflation has been steadily decreasing? What are you talking about, lady? Inflation has been steadily decreasing for the past several months. No, it hasn't. You're up at 4 a.m., Judy Truitt. Yeah. Yeah, actually, it actually sits better with my soul to do it like real early in the morning and get, just be like done. Maybe we might do that. Maybe I might do like 8 or 9. I don't know. That might be weird. 8 or 9. We'll do it quick, and get it done. Who knows? Yellen does not buy her own groceries. No, she doesn't. Speaking of which, there is a drive on to take away cash and turn everybody on to this digital dollar, the world coin. They've already announced it, what the world currency is. For all those really old school, yes, Victory Gin, it is cooler in the garage for sure at 9 a.m. For all the old school, one world government, one world, one world dollar, one world currency is what I was trying to say. It's like one of the oldest school conspiracies, right? This is like something like, all the old timer conspiracy theorists, they're going to make a one world government and they're going to have a one world currency. Well, yeah, the currency is called WorldCoin. And they're already starting to try and roll it out. I mean, I see it. I'm in the crypto space, and it's a digital dollar, and they're trying to get people to get WorldCoin. And I hope to God, I'm praying to God. I think mostly people are like, nope, I see what that is, and no thank you. I see what it is, and I don't want any parts of it. Especially crypto people don't want to deal with that. I mean, trying to sell WorldCoin to crypto people is like, I don't know. Trying to sell tofu to gun nuts. It's like they know everything. They don't want anything to do with that. It's just not their thing, and they know all about it. And if you know all about it, it's called WorldCoin. You're going to see more and more of it. They're going to they're trying to roll it out now, pretty much. And they're trying to get everybody into this WorldCoin thing. And I say reject the heck out of that. If you're into crypto, use other cryptos. If you're into cash, use cash. If you're into something else, some other digital dollar, do that. But I would say reject the heck out of that. Because there might be a little bit of a showdown, right, between people who have other currency, other forms of currency. You could have crypto, you could have gold, silver, dollars, and trying to get everybody to give, hey, you're going to have to turn that in. You have to turn all that in to get this WorldCoin so that you can, do your business on this WorldCoin. I think a lot of people will be like, no, I'm good. I'm going to keep my crypto. I'm going to keep my dollars. I'm going to keep my, gold and silver and whatever. I'm going to keep that, and I'm not going to use the WorldCoin. I think that should be the way to go. And if you know anything about it, try your best to resist this whole thing. Personally, I don't think it's going to fly. Yeah, I agree with you, Zing. I don't think it's going to fly. I think too many people, the cat's already out of the bag. Too many people have been talking about it. Too many people have been warning about it. But they are rolling it out in some places like Australia. already trying to get people to go cashless. In a lot of African countries, they're trying to get people to go cashless. It's a thing. It's a thing. Warning: Australia is going cash free. Without warning, all 4 major banks began limiting cash withdrawals in various cities, making some branches cash free. Government took $1 billion worth of notes out of circulation. People are unable to withdraw more than 500. It's happening.
Australia is slowly shifting towards being cash-free. More than $1 billion worth of notes have disappeared from circulation in the past 12 months. It follows the Commonwealth Bank's decision to start trialling cashless branches across Sydney. Economists say a cashless society will hurt criminals on the black market, but will make life more difficult for the elderly who rely on notes and coins. Australia is slowly shifting towards being cash-free. More than $1 billion worth of notes have disappeared from circulation in the past.
And this is the excuse that they're using is ridiculous. Oh, criminals. The criminals are you. They want to criminalize you for using your money for the things that you want to buy, and or saving it, and or doing all the things you want. They want to regulate what you can use your money for. They want to regulate how much, maybe they want to regulate how much crypto you can buy, or if you can buy crypto at all, et cetera, et cetera. Or, gold coins or silver coins, right? There's all kinds of things that they can do to control your spending. There's also word is out on the street that WorldCoin and or CBDCs might have an expiration date, meaning you have to spend it by a certain time or it's worthless, right? Like meaning you could not save your money for a long time, save up your money for a house, or save up your money for a business or whatever. So beware. Be in the know. Don't let them do this if you can. And we can resist this. I think people can resist the WorldCoin thing. You want to have freedom, to use your money, even though you're being taxed, right? Inflation is a tax, and you're being taxed, every single time you make a move, like, literally everywhere you go, taxed on every transaction, tax, being taxed all the time. But they want to go beyond taxing you constantly. They want to, they want to have total control of your money. They want to control, they're going to do this under the guise of like, well, we can track all the transactions so we can know when criminals are doing stuff. But the thing is you can track, they're already doing that now, by the way. So they're totally willing to track, people, making, doing criminal transactions, but nobody's tracking, what the Clinton Foundation is doing with their money, or the Bidens, or Trump, or, right? The big banks and the big players, they can do all kinds of things with their money, and nobody's tracking them. They can have offshore accounts, and nobody's paying taxes, and people are, right? All these shady things are going on for the people that have power and the money. They're going to still be able to do that, and they're just going to crack on you harder. And that's why you have to resist this. All right. That's happening. So obviously, climate collapse is happening as well. People on the microphone think adaptation will be easy peasy. People on the microphone. Is that the Michael Mann microphone? For every additional temperature of 1C, about 7% more water is stored in the air, so significantly more water is coming down on dry soil and solidified groundwater layer. So rain bombs are now infrastructure killers. And we are seeing that all over the place. We are seeing the infrastructure get killed everywhere we look. Steve Austin posted this. Good things our forests can counteract carbon emissions. Oh, wait. Total fire carbon emissions. This is in Canada. Again, really great. We have forests to counteract all these carbon emissions. They're doing a great job. Doing a bang-up job. A massive, severe marine heat wave has emerged off the coast of western North America. With sea surface temperatures up to 4.4 C. Above normal. This heat wave is expected to persist throughout the summer, causing significant impacts on marine life due to building heat stress. It's looking like it's touching Washington, Oregon, and Canada. 8 Fahrenheit above normal. Well, that can't be good. That is definitely going to affect marine life, right? This is just a wild. The flooding videos coming out of Canada are just absolutely gobsmacking. And this just looks like the ninth circle of hell. Like, imagine just watching this. Imagine this floating past your window. Like, just how frightening is this? And again, these are just everywhere, all day long, everywhere on at least on Twitter. Cool kids still call it Twitter. All day long, every day. This has been going on for weeks. And I don't know about you, but I think this is just regular, normal stuff. You know, this seems like some climate is always changing type stuff. I mean, this is just the weather being the weather. In my mind, everything's fine. Yeah. In the mountainous Chilean Andes region, we talked about this the other day. Temperatures climbed to 38.9 degrees Celsius. That's 102 Fahrenheit on Tuesday, according to Herrera, who described the event as unbelievable for midwinter and rewriting all climatic books. Parts of South America are sweltering under a fierce heat wave, and it's the middle of winter. Southern cone countries, including Chile and Argentina, have experienced summer-like conditions as a heat wave beginning in July pushed temperatures higher than 38 degrees Celsius in some places, dramatically above average for this time of year. Maximiliano Herrera, a climatologist who tracks extreme temperatures across the globe, told CNN that South America is experiencing a fierce winter heat wave. While such heat waves are not unheard of for the continent, this one has exceptional characteristics for its area, duration, intensity, and being early August. Adding dozens of stations are recording their highest ever temperatures in the first half of August. August in the southern hemisphere is equivalent to February in the northern hemisphere. And again, yes, these temperatures would be rare in February, pretty much anywhere in the continental U.S., but they were happening this year, right? I don't know if it was February, but pretty early in the year, I'd say spring, March, April, May, there were some high temperatures in southern United States and Mexico. Chile's environment minister, Maisa Rojas, said that the world has been experiencing extreme events for weeks. Maisa Rojas, or Maisa, is awake and alive, can breathe air in and out, and can look at things and go, oh, my, look at that. It's good that their environment minister is a conscious human being and not a zombie. Yesterday it was the turn of South America and Chile. She said in a Twitter post Wednesday, in the mountainous Chilean Andes region, temperatures climbed to 38.9 degrees. In the Coquimbo region in northern Chile, temperatures average around 22 degrees Celsius in February. That's 72. Pretty warm. At the height of its summer. That's the height of its summer. This year in midwinter, they have soared far higher. So there you go. That's the context for you. Summer temperatures are 72 Fahrenheit. The winter temperatures are in the hundreds. Something might be amiss. I wonder if... Nah. The commune of Vicuña reached 37.1 degrees Celsius. That's 98.8 Fahrenheit on August 2nd. This temperature is the highest recorded in this period in all of Chile. Spokesperson for the Meteorological Directorate of Chile told CNN it also marks the second highest temperature on record for the country's winter, which runs from June until August. Only in August 1951 was a higher temperature of 37.3 degrees Celsius. Aha! I've got you. These temperatures are totally normal, says your friendly neighborhood bullshit artist. Recorded in Copiapo. Anyways. Well, these have happened in the past. This is just regular stuff. Okay. Sure. Sounds regular to me. All right. This is great. Poppy sent me this. I mean, great great news or great knowledge or great thing to know about. What am I saying? Nobody knows. Try and figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. All right. This is but very eye-opening and good to put in your back pocket as far as knowing how just something like mowing the lawn can raise the temperature, the area temperature, near your house or in your garden. We've been talking about the hydrological cycle and, regreening and how, green areas can keep local areas cooler. Well, this one just came up and slapped me across the face, because I had no idea about this. It seems logical once you see it, though. This is the difference in temperature between mown paths and the unmown areas in my garden. 25C to 34C. That is a huge temperature difference, don't you think? That's astronomical. That's a crazy difference. So there you go. I didn't know this before yesterday, and now I've got to contemplate this, because I do have a lawn. I do mow my lawn. I got to rethink the whole thing, the whole game now. I guess it's just, I guess it's weed growing time. Anyways, an unmowed lawn or overgrown areas of your yard. Thing is if you keep them, if you can keep them this way. So where I live, I guess, what a lot of people do is native flora. Native flora. They take out their lawns and they plant all these wild, trees and flowers, and some are just weeds, but they're native. They're fine. And their gardens are filled with these things, but there are things that don't require a lot of water. I don't know that these areas would be very cool, right? So we're talking about, maybe more lush grasses and whatnot. And this would only, in where I live, would only happen a certain time of half the year, when it's cold and it's rainy. We get, things start getting green and start growing up, and then through the spring, we have a lot of growth, just natural growth, weeds and all kinds of plants coming in. But during the summer, when it's super hot, and in pretty much the fall too, the sun just bakes everything back. So if you're not watering, you're not going to have these unmown areas. Anyways, those things are going to all die out, pretty much. But you can, plant some wildflowers or some herbs or some, things that will stay alive. Or plant a garden. Do whatever, There are lots and lots of ways to do this. Plant some trees, provide shade. That's my plan. I have a bunch of little seedlings growing, little trees. And my plan is to plant strategically a few trees in my back and front yard, so that we can create more shade cover for everything, for the yard, for the house, for everything. Anyways, that's the plan. But thanks for the post, Poppy. That was pretty good. This is wild from Peter Dines. Nope, didn't want that one. When cities get so hot, the signs begin to melt. Amazing how so many continue to flock to Phoenix, how anyone could have ever considered building a city there in the first place. That's pretty wild, yeah. That looks like a melting sign in Phoenix. Or wet paint, I don't know. I mean, it looks like the paint is melting, or maybe wet, but maybe it's melting. I don't know. Somebody says they're still building in Vegas, too, and Hollywood is interested in setting up shop there. Where do you think the water will come from? I don't get that one. I don't get that one at all. Yeah, I see people moving to Vegas, setting up shop in Vegas. I hear, people, they're bringing in sports teams, and Vegas is booming and building and busting and, busting through the ground like a weed. And people are like, yeah, I'm going to start doing business in Vegas. Like, what the F? Are you alive? I mean, yeah, in the short term, I guess it sounds cool. But, like, if you Gene is asking me if I can plant trees that provide food for pollinators. Sure. I actually have an orange tree, and the pollinators love the flowers on the orange tree. Absolutely love them. But as I said, there are not a lot of pollinators in my yard still. Even though I do have plants. I have some lavender. I have an orange tree. I have a few different. I have several plants that the pollinators love, and I don't know where they went. I don't know how to get them back. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get Vegas. I don't get it at all. I don't get. Well, personally, I don't get why people even go to Vegas. Like, when people are like, "We're going to Vegas," I'm like, I don't give it. Have fun. I mean, if you think that's fun, great. Have a good time. I'm just like, that's the last place I want to go to do anything. Even, we're going to stay in a hotel room and sit by the pool with a bunch of other ding dongs. Like, no. Why? Why would I do that? I don't get it. And I'm not into really gambling. I'm not really into, not that way. I like gambling in other ways, but like not going to Vegas and gambling. I don't get it. Yeah, I just don't get it at all. It's just not my bag. But if you like Vegas, cool. Some people like Vegas. Some people really enjoy it. I don't get it. And why anyone would move there, I don't know. Other than for the cheapness of it, which I get. It's cheap living in Vegas, so I get it. I get that. But still. Yeesh. Germany has some torrents of hail, flooding hail. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. Look at that. What month is it? Weird weather extremes, anyone? This is Germany in August. So that's happening. Shoo. All this bad news is making me tired. All right. Where are we at? We got a couple more minutes left in the show. You know what I think? Hey, William, how you doing? I'm going to take your call in a second, but I think we're going to switch on over to Rockfin and talk about a few things. Otherwise, YouTubers will be back here tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And before we go, the very best ways to support the show, paypal.me/Kevin Sandblum, Venmo at Kevin Sandblum, Cash App at Red Llama Music, buymeacoffee.com/BlackBearNews. And also, don't forget, I have a pre-sale for my new record that is also available. If you want to get a pre-sale of it, it will be out in 2 weeks. Here's the link if you want to go check out a couple of songs from the record. Might as well drop that in Rockfin while I'm here too. And we will be moving over to Rockfin for the last few minutes of the show, so we can talk about some other things. And it is hot. My God. You hate Apple, Osama? You spent the last 4 days trying to get your computer work? What the heck? Shoot. Yeah, that'll screw your life up, man. Dang. Thank you, Osama. I appreciate it. Thank you. And thanks for the purchase. I appreciate that. All right. So we're going to switch to Rockfin. YouTubers, we'll see you tomorrow at the regular time of 12 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And Rockfin, we're going to hang out with you